Good evening to one and all. Today I am going to do maths divisibility rule problems. First, 2 divisibility rule. In unit place, there is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Then that number is divisible by 2. Here in unit place there is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Then that number is divisible by 2. For example, there is 3024 is there. We have to divide by 2. In unit place there is 4. Then that number is divisible by 2. Here, because here in unit place there is 4, because of then that number is divisible by 2. Let's we divide. 2 ones are 2. Let's we bring down 0. 2 5s are 10. Let's bring down 2. 2 ones are 2. Let's bring down 4. 2 2s are 4. Here 3024 is completely divisible by 2. Then that number is divisible by 2. Next go to the divisibility 3. Divisibility 3. If the sum of number is divisible by 3, then that number is divisible by 3. For example, we take 333. Here first we add these 3 number. 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 6. 6 plus 3 9. Here 9 is divisible by 3 completely. Then that number is divisible by 3. Next we go to the divisibility 4. Divisibility 4. If the last 2 digit number is divisible by 4, then that number is divisible by 4. If the last 2-digit number is divisible by 4, then that number is also divisible by 4. Let's take an example. Here we take 312. In this number, last 2 digit is 12. Here 12 is completely divisible by 4. Then that number is divisible by 4. Let's go to the divisibility 5. Divisibility 5. In the unit place, there is 0, 5. Then that number is divisible by 5. In the unit place there is 0, 5, then that number is divisible by 5. Let's take an example. I will take 620. In unit place there is 0. Then that number is divisible by 5. 620 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5. 1. Let's bring down 2. 5 twos are 10. 2 remainder. Let's bring down 0. 5 fours are 20. Here 620 is completely divisible by 5. Let's go to the divisibility 6. Divisibility 6. If the both 2 and 3 is divisible, then that number is divisible by 6. Let's take an example first. Here I will take 2334. Here in unit place there is 4. Then that number is divisible by 6 by 2. Next 2334. 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Here 12 is come. The sum of 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 is 12. Then that number is divisible by 3. Here this 2334 is divisible by both 2 and 3, and then that number is divisible by 6. Next go to the divisibility rule 8. Divisibility rule 8. If the last 3-digit number is divisible by 8, then that number is divisible by 8. Let's take an example. I will take 1000. Here the last 3-digit number is zeros. Let's divide. 8 ones are 8. 2. Let's bring down 0. 8 twos are 16. 4. Let's bring down 0. 8 fives are 40. Here 1000 is completely divisible by 8. Then that number is divisible by 8. Let's go to the divisibility 9. Divisibility 9. This is like a 3 divisibility rule. If the sum of number is divisible by 9, then that number is divisible by 9. Let's take an example. Here I will take 99. Let's we add 9 plus 9. The sum is 18. Here let's we divide. 9 twos are 18. 18 is completely divisible by 9. Then that number is divisible by 9. Let's go to the last 10 divisibility rule. Divisibility 10. In unit place, there is 0, then that number is divisible by 10. Let's take an example. Here I will take 520. Let's divide it by 10. 520 divided by 10. 10 fives are 50. Let's bring down 0. 10 twos are 20. Here 520 is completely divisible by 10. Then that number is divisible by 10. This is guided by Vinay sir, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.